Hi and welcome to today's video. This is a video on rewaxing an already waxed chain. As you can see, this is already used and ready for rewax, and you can see the group set remains pretty grease free, pretty clean. Even with needing rewaxing, everything stays nice and clean. So the first thing you do is split the chain. It's always good to have a quick link in a wax chain because you will be doing it regularly. Now we just pour boiling water over the chain, and that film you can see on the surface there is actually the wax lifting out of the chain from its previous waxing. So we give that a little stir in the boiled water. That scum on the top there is not grease, it is just wax that is dirty, so it's dirty wax, not greasy oil. And we'll show you that in a little while to show you the effects of that. So once we've took the wax out of the chain, we wash the chain down here with soapy water. This chain's, you know, it's used, but it's not stretched out, so it's more than capable of being used several waxings. So we've just warm soapy watered that now, and we're just drying it off with a microfiber towel. And it's actually very, very easy to clean a group set that's been previously waxed because it doesn't get oily or dirty. So it's great for that. So we're just tying a little string in the middle of the chain here, which is what I use to put it into the wax. So this is molten speed wax in a slow cooker that's been simmering away while we've been taking things apart. You can see there, that's a wax solution in there. So we just give it a turn and just leave it in there for a few minutes, and then we lift it out. And I always just hang it off my vise, and that allows it to drip off and for the chain to cool, because this process is quite hot. So now inside all those little links and rollers is wax rather than oil, which is it's supposed to be more friction free, and that's the old wax now that the water's cooled. So you can see you are lifting out wax, not dirt, not oil. So again, the beauty of a waxed group set is that it's easy to wash down. So we literally just need warm soapy water, not too much of it. We're just cleaning the derailleur there and the jockey wheels. They actually get probably the bit that gets the dirtiest, but of course not the greasiest, because there's no grease involved. And then we use a toothbrush to clean the cassette. Give them that little clean up now and some soapy water. Dry it off with a microfiber towel. So it doesn't take long to do this because it is so much easier than cleaning an oily group set. So we're just wiping off all the little components here and drying everything out. Then I just use an airline just to blow out any of that soapy water that's going to sit on any of the moving parts, just to stop any corrosion coming along. So we just blow out odds and ends on the chain set there. And onto the rear cassette, give that a little blowout as well. And then the derailleur. So that's all now dry, blown out, and we're almost ready to put our chain back on. But before we do that, it dries solid, so we have to just run it through our vise with a little piece of pole and break it down so that it's flexible again. And then the final piece is to dust the chain with molten speed powder. I think this is supposed to give something like 8 watts extra, but I actually just like the finish of it, and it just makes the gear change smoother. And so we dust the chain. This goes everywhere, so you have to be a bit careful, wear a mask, etc. And then I always just dust the cassette if it's available. If it's a customer who's brought in a chain, I may not, but if they've brought in the whole bike, I will always dust the cassette as well afterwards. Just aids to a smooth change. And then we refit the chain onto the bike and reset the quick link, and we're good to go. This process takes very little time, far less time than an oil chain, and we're ready to go with a wax chain.